Hi there, Cancer. This is Kim here with Just Saying Tarot and Oracle, and I'm going to do your next 48-hour reading. I'm going to use Light Seers Tarot. So, of course, thank you for showing up. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. Let's get right into your reading, Cancer. And then at the end, I will roll some stones for a yes or no question for you. We can probably do more than one, too. Just see what's going on. All right. Cancer. Asking that your spirit guides and your angels join us so that the messages are through the Most High. Dropping into my heart space. Okay. Okay, let's open up for Cancer. Messages to move them forward, always. Messages for their highest good. You go ahead and bless and clean the camera too. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords in the reverse. In need for a rest, perhaps, or something needs to take a rest. So let's see. That's good. Okay. Something big is going on. Really might be Virgo energy. Big change, big decisions. That's nice. 2 for the outcome, please. Okay, so this is what we've got. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so we have a major reinvention of yourself. You're feeling this change. Like you're all about the change and you're feeling it. This was something painful, whatever cycle this was in your life. Possibly if you had had to walk away from something, you may be walking back by the end. It may be against your better judgment to do that. If your intuition's telling you to retreat, that might be what we need to do. I don't know, though. We're going to clarify. So, the Page of Swords is the information that you need. Maybe new information. You're doing your research. Maybe gossip. I mean, if we're using Light Seer, so this is like being very careful, but at the same time finding your information out. Like she's being very careful. She's walking on a sword while she's reading a book. And she's enlightening herself. And then interestingly enough, it's saying enlightening. So you're enlightening yourself. You're coming to realize your truths. And the Hanged Man is in reverse as the challenge. So this is a new perspective. It's a perspective shift that is the challenge. The Five of Pentacles is in reverse, which is extremely good. Because that means you're overcoming or getting out of a situation that might have been really hard, worrisome. I mean, financially, health-wise, maybe really health. See, that's that 10 of Wands. If you don't take time out, you need to take time out and heal. You need to take time out and heal. You possibly are, at this moment, it's like you're staying or you're going back to a situation here against your better judgment. I think you can turn that around, Cancer. I don't think you have to make that decision, right? Because this, to me, is coming off as your decision. If you ask you right now, instead of your future self, the you right now says, no, walk away and let's reinvent ourselves. Because you're just exhausted here, tired of being left out, tired of being either not listened to or tired of worrying all the time. So there's also an element of like, the more I wait, the more weight, literally, I keep having to put on my shoulders. That's what this energy is feeling like. So yeah, the 10 of Wands is like, you got to have a completion here because this is just too much. You're taking on too much. This could be a child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius with the Page of Swords. It could be Virgo energy or Taurus energy or Sagittarius or Scorpio here. The past energy is good because that is all about, well, like it looks like we got a lot. We have breakthrough. We have number 11. So it is, this is kind of showing like the justice energy coming through, finding your truth, having a major breakthrough and a major transformation too. Okay, it's coming with that. Here in the past energy, I also have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is that patience and you having to wait. It's like this energy, that this patience, waiting on divine timing, understanding that things have cycles and maybe waiting through a cycle here. There's a complete transformation. With the Fool energy, it's a complete transformation, and it's like you took a leap of faith to completely transform something. Look at that. Look. Yeah, death and transformation. You got Scorpio twice. Wow. And in the past energy, it's like you walked away from something and you listened to your inner voice and you went after a new beginning. Somebody comes back and you're being told to watch out because there's something in the energy right now that's pointing to the fact of not listening to yourself. So there's something you learned that was really wise for your transformation and your soul growth in the past. And I think that you're being asked to reflect back on the past as you move forward, especially with this Hermit energy here, because there's a Tower moment. And the Tower moment is what you're going through right now. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords in reverse. I could look at this as like reinventing yourself. But I can also look at it as being very hurt and just not getting away yet. Not getting away. And knowing that you have choices and decisions to make with the 2 of Pentacles. But maybe needing some time to yourself. Yeah, somebody's really, really hurt you. Tell me more about this 10 of Swords in the reverse. I could say, and the Tower moment. It's kind of feeling like, tell me more about both of those things. Okay, so that's the Hierophant in reverse. Nothingness. No thingness. You're in an in-between stage of maybe getting out of something traditional or maybe coming out of a relationship or changing up a commitment. I'm really seeing this enlightenment come in from you. Like you're being awoke to what's not working. Something has to change. Somebody messed up on a commitment and you heard this. It's almost feeling like you heard this information from others. You had to hear information from others that somebody was sneaky or lying to you, and that's not a good feeling. No, that's not a good feeling at all. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Tell me about this information you found out. The challenge is for you to put in that last puzzle piece and then say, okay, it's complete. Let's have a new chapter now. Let's read a new chapter. Something that you've already learned from the past. So it's like, don't repeat. Don't repeat. What's the Two of Pentacles? Decisions about what you want to build and who you want to build it with. Wow. You know, I just looked at the camera, that Hierophant, that no thingness card. Ooh. It's like really standing out when you look at the camera. Sometimes, like with my paintings, I will I'll take a picture of, or I have to look at my painting through my camera in order to see how I want to change things, because sometimes you can get so wrapped into a situation that you don't see it for what it is. I hope that makes sense. Like, there's a point, and a lot of artists know this, there's a point when you're painting something that you can really overdo it, trying to figure out how to make it better, and you end up ruining it if you overdo it. So it's always best to either take a step back, or like I do, I look through a camera. So getting, as a metaphor, getting an objective point of view of what's working for you and what's not working for you is going to be necessary. And I think that's the time out that you're going to take with this Hermit energy here. To me, it's going solo, trying to figure out, you know, what elevates you. You know, this person is meditating, but they're up in the air. They're enlightened. Their whole body is lightened. So what kind of drastic change do you want? This leads to you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're on your path. This is your path. This is nobody else's. And it's truly your decision here, whether you stay or go from a situation. But I will say that your cards are suggesting that you right now, or at least according to the energy as it is, you're that artist trying to make it right. And you really need to take a step back before something just messes up the whole picture. When you're that close to something, it's hard to see. So I think this energy is like, here, we're suggesting that you get away, to be more objective, to think about this, to figure out how you can have a completion to your journey, not it always being about the other person here. Because that's what it feels like, is like when I feel like you've been betrayed or somebody has cheated or left you out in the cold, it feels like it's time to focus on you. And we're not. With this Four of Swords, we're absolutely putting all our energy into healing somebody else without healing ourselves first. So what's the Eight of Cups about here in the future energy? Yeah, clinging to something from the past and not moving on. So your better judgment, your higher self, has come into this reading. And it's saying, look, if you want your Ten of Cups, listen to your intuition. If you want your lasting happiness, listen to your heart of what feels right. And sometimes we have to disconnect from this situation, take a step back with the Hermit energy, and that will be how we figure it out. So let's do the, let's cast some stones. Let's cast some stones so that you can ask a yes or no question, and then you can get that answer, you know, from Spirit as to what you should do, maybe, right? I always find these stones to be really accurate. So, I mean, well, at least for me, they have been. This first time I'm actually doing it for people ever, actually. Anyone I ask to do it never really wants to do it, like in my real life. Nobody ever wants me to read for them or anything. They don't want to know. Okay, so casting some stones. Go ahead, Cancer, and think of your yes/no question. We're going to do the first one. So go ahead, think of the first yes or no question. Oh my goodness, it's a maybe. It's truly a maybe. Let's do another one. Another yes/no. No. Okay, let's do another one. And that one's a no too. But the first one was maybe, so I don't know what you're asking about. But that's what I got. That's what I got. Sending you love and light, guys. Bye.